Hello, everyone. Welcome to my 142nd live stream. Today is Tuesday, November 21st. So let's just get the chat going. And yeah, guys, we just got a new The Ones Who Live teaser. So let me know if you guys can hear me okay. I just want to make sure I sound good and stuff. So yeah. All right. From Epic Zombie Killer, how you doing? Good, man. Hey, Brian, how do you think this show will conclude? I don't know. Given what I feel like we're gonna have a scene where Rick finally sees Judith and RJ again, or like he gets to see RJ for the first time, and then Michonne is dead or something. Like he just, but I don't know what's going on with the CRM. I really don't know what's gonna happen there. But I see Rick reuniting with Judith. Like I can see that. Do you think it's possible Rick or Michonne could die or not? Rick, no. It's been too long. He's the main character of the franchise. This isn't Fear the Walking Dead where they bring back a character from the dead and just kill him off. It doesn't make sense. Well, actually, they did that with Morales, but yeah. Do you think they'll have Rick or Michonne reunite with Judith? Rick, yes. Judith, no. I'm sorry. Rick, yes, with Judith. Michonne, yeah, no, with Judith. Yeah. One second. Okay, where's my thing? Hello? Hello? You guys are muted. Oh, hey, Rick.
Hey, what's up?
Man, not much. I'm just excited for this teaser. It's what I wanted like last month. I'm gonna be honest with you, and man, I'm excited to break it down. I don't know if you guys are watching on. I wonder if I can share my screen. Let me see. Hold on. Let me just try something real quick. The Ones Who Live. Did that. Yeah, I gotta watch that later. Okay, yes, The Ones Who Live. Yeah. So, what did you think of this teaser, man?
I mean, it was short,
Yeah,
but
sure.
I, I thought it was actually pretty epic. I mean, seeing the CRM there, I
Right.
wish there was a bit more, but I'm sure that's not going to be until next month.
Yeah, I
Um,
agree. I agree.
but yeah, I mean, I thought it was a cool teaser. Just seeing Rick, Michonne, and we got to see Bale, or Beal, however you say his name.
Yeah, it's funny. I think Dan always calls him Bill, which is kind of funny. But yeah, it's like Beal, which is his actual
Yeah,
name.
it's Beal. Yeah, I remember.
Okay, so yeah, you guys should hopefully be able to see my screen. Do you guys see it?
Hi, hi, Brian.
Hey, Epic. Good to see you, man. Talk to you. Do you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome.
Your
Okay.
screen.
Yeah, the
Um,
ones who live. I just shared my screen on Discord. Let me know if you guys see it. Okay, let me move that a little bit. Okay, yeah, so everyone is seeing. By the way, guys, if you have any questions, please ask me them in the chat. Anyone who's watching, yes, please ask me some questions. Okay, yeah, so first thing about the teaser, right, so both of you guys are watching right now. You're seeing my screen. It's the
yeah,
drawing.
I can see
Okay,
it.
okay, cool. So it's the drawing of Michonne. Okay, so here we have, the same. Well, I mean, like I thought it was the same phone at first, but it's a different one. I think what happens is, because you can see that there's no room for Judith. I think so. I think what's gonna happen is
Yeah.
Rick is like. I think what's gonna happen is Rick is like shopping or something, or he's at the CR, Philadelphia. He's at the CR, and he just sees this. You know what I mean? Like on a stand or something like that, or lying on a desk, and then Rick gets the idea. To do the whole Michonne Judith thing. You know what I mean? With the phone. Like I think that's what the scene is implying. So yeah.
Hey, Brian.
Yeah. What's up?
Do you think they'll end the show with Rick reuniting with Judith?
Yes. but not Michonne. I really think Michonne is a goner. Like they
You think
can't.
Michonne's gonna die?
Yeah, definitely, 100%,
Mm.
man. Here's why. Denai Guerrera, man, she is making that Marvel money, man. She is making that Marvel money. AMC cannot compare. Two, it has been so. It's pretty obvious that she wants to close Michonne's character, kind of thing. Three, they said this is the end of Rick and Michonne's characters. So if they both live, how is that the end of their characters? Like, you know what I mean? If we ever see Rick in another cameo or something, I feel like Michonne, in that case, has to die for them to be like, well, we told the truth. We're gonna see Rick again as a cameo, whatever. But Denai Guerrera, Michonne, she's done. She's dead, and now this is the end of their stories together. Like they could say, oh no, there's still a little more Rick after this, but this is the end of those two characters. You know, so I could see them finding a loophole like that. And also, it makes it so tragic. Michonne has been looking for like a year and a half for Rick, and then just she finds him, gets him out of CR, but then she dies, because of it. Like, I just think that's the perfect kind of tragedy The Walking Dead is known for. Like that kind of
Yeah, I
scenario.
mean, I get what you're saying about the Nye, but I'm iffy on that part about her dying because I just don't know. I don't see they've been um milking that whole thing of her looking for Rick, and I know she will, but then she won't get to spend the rest of her life with him after that. So
Right. Like the thing about The Walking Dead is like, I don't know, the idea of just Rick and Michonne escaping the CRM and then escaping Beale and Jadis and I mean, come on, the CRM are the toughest group in the zombie apocalypse. There has to be some kind of consequence. You know.
Like
yeah,
like me me personally, I'm hoping that like me personally, Jadis has to die.
Oh, I agree. I think she will. Polly McIntosh, she's a great actress. Like I give her that. But the Jadis character, Jadis has done too much evil to ever be redeemed or forgiven in a way. Like this isn't, like, like think about it. Like people say that, oh, she saved Rick and that. Yeah, that was like 8, 10 years ago. Like, and she has been working for the CRM, selling people out, murdering. She murdered one of her own friends, mind you, for power. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about Huck in World Beyond. Like Jadis, she literally tried to have women and children executed on their knees. Like Jadis is too far gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Okay.
He said to Elizabeth, "I don't have any friends," so I guess that her and Rick aren't friends. I think they're
Exactly.
teasing something between them.
Exactly. Also, remember the thing where people said, "Oh, what if?" I mean, I guess they were joking, but they were like, "What if Rick and Jadis had a family?" But obviously, World Beyond confirms that no, she didn't. Like
Yeah.
Jadis never had a kid, especially not with Rick. Ugh, gross.
Oh, that'd be the worst if that happened, but thank God it didn't.
I agree. Um, so in the teaser, for the rest of the teaser, hold on, let me just, it's kind of buffering or something. Um, Hold on, so we have Rick on the phone. Michonne is hugging Rick's boots. These look like his boots. Um, I'm so, I'm sorry, but those boots must rank. Like, I'm sorry, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Hey, I mean, hey, she's showing more love than Lori
ouch, ouch. It's been ten
did
years
for
and
him, so.
still, dude, it's been 10 years and still Lori is getting roasted.
I mean,
Ouch.
yeah, because she was bad. I mean, I don't think she was as bad as many people say she is, but with her and Rick's relationship, I mean, I think she was awful right there.
Well, I mean, she thought her husband was dead, so
Yeah, but then she slept with his best friend, which wasn't at least a month after his death. That's
Well,
kind of a crappy thing to do, but
it's actually 2 months, timeline wise, but yeah, I see what you're saying. Um, the thing
yeah.
is that I just don't know. Like, some people are like, is this really the end of Rick? in Michonne's characters. Because if it is, then it's like, okay, then we need a season 2. But then some people are saying, well, maybe there'll be in another spin-off. But then again, like, let's remember, the AMC said this is the end of Rick and Michonne's characters. So it's like, I just don't know. How are they going to end it?
Well, me personally... Sorry.
No, go ahead, man.
No, I was just going to say, like, I've never been the biggest Rick and Michonne fan. Especially Rick. Like, season 7 and 8 of the main show kind of is the reason why I'm not the biggest fan of Rick. And Michonne, I've never been the biggest fan of her either, you know?
And they've had their bad moments. I do think that. By the way, guys, it has been 1 year since the final episode aired for the main show.
I know. Time flies down.
I remember I stayed up. I remember my family and we went to like this fancy new restaurant my older brother suggested. We were doing some weird celebration. I don't remember what it was, but it was after church. And I'm like, guys, I need to go home. I have something to do. And oh my goodness, I had work the next day, like early. I work early. So imagine going to bed at like 12 something when you have to wake up at 5:30. Like that's what happened. I had to watch the episode and go through that. So not fun, but it was worth it. I mean, come on, the final episode of The Walking Dead main show. Like, I just had to.
Yeah. I mean, I wanted to see if Rick came back, how it ended. That was what I was really excited for.
Yep.
Gosh, what's with this buffering, man? Okay,
Well, I feel The Walking Dead, it had a good series finale.
I think it was good, but yeah, it could have been just so much better. Like, it could have been amazing, but it was still, like, okay. So, okay, yeah, here's one thing. Do you guys think this is a dream or something? Like, okay, because this is Rick's perspective, I'm thinking, with this zombie. Why is this zombie on fire? Like, it doesn't make sense. There's no fire around him. Did a CRM helicopter crash? Or was this zombie just set on fire by them? Like, what do you guys think about this?
That, to me, that looks like... Are you talking about the helicopter crash? That's why the walker is on fire?
Right, exactly. Because it's in the woods. We know a helicopter crashes in the woods of the CRM, but we don't know if it's nighttime or daytime 100% because we see the helicopter debris in daytime, but it looks like nighttime now. So it's like, has it been going on that long? Or is it a different helicopter that crashed? Like, this walker's on fire, but you don't see fire around him. You know what I mean? So why is he on fire?
I mean, my theory for that is this could just be tests that they're throwing at Rick. You know, I mean, the helicopter thing that crashed in one of the clips, that looks like a different daytime right there, at least to me. So I just think they're throwing tests at Rick, especially he was like, his hand was tied up to something, I believe, in one of the leak, the leak pictures.
Yeah, it's either another consignee or it's a soldier. Rick's hand is tied to something. So yeah, we had Rick waking up from the bed or whatever. So here we have this place, and some people said it's a calling facility or something like that. I think it's possible it's a calling facility or whatever. But yeah, I mean, come on, you see a CRM helicopter here. I don't really see any zombies around this area, but yeah, it's like early morning or daytime. Sorry, nighttime. So. Yeah, and you can see it's by the water. And by the way, I just have to say, I love this. This is an awesome shot. This is what I wanted from The Walking Dead in such a long time. I love these realistic zoom out shots that don't look like crappy CGI that we had all season 11. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just love it. I love how this looks like an actual scene from a movie instead of just like a crappy CGI background. Like, for real.
Hey, Brian.
Yeah?
Like, me personally, I will admit, that is one problem I have with AMC, is they've done a very poor job at connecting CRM through all their shows. The main show, the spin-offs, they've done such a bad job with it.
Yeah, I will admit they have done a horrible job with it. I can't wait to see how Walker Dead in his reboot series does his shows with connecting them because like I'm just gonna be honest with you guys, like the CRM is one of the best ideas Gimple has ever had, maybe his best idea, And the idea of this giant group in the US that can connect all these shows together, that's such an awesome idea. And yet, in Fear, all the CRM was, all it did was just give Althea a girlfriend. And then in World Beyond, they actually did something. It was good setup. Could have done a little bit more with CRM, but it was still good. Tales did nothing with the CRM. That was a complete waste of time. Like, you know what I'm saying? In the main show, it just had Rick taken away by the CRM, and then the final scene, that's it. Like, I am so confused. Like the whole Commonwealth, I don't know if you believe this, Rick, but I still believe that Lance and the Commonwealth were giving people to the CRM. I still believe that. Like, they were going to give Connie to the CRM. I still believe that 100%. Even if it's been a year afterwards, even if there was no confirmation, nothing, I still believe it, because there's just nothing else that makes sense to me other than the Commonwealth had a secret deal with the CRM that pretty much like nobody knew about. You know what I mean?
Like even Dead City and Daryl Dixon did a poor job of that.
Oh, right. Yeah, them too. I'm pretty sure Dead City and Daryl Dixon, I didn't watch them, but they had no CRM connection. And Dead
Oh
City,
no,
go ahead.
they're not. No, I was just gonna say they're not, because since the ones who live is coming out, they want to have all CRM stuff be there. Plus, Dead City was like way ahead of Daryl's and Rick and Michonne spinoff,
Right.
so it would kind
Dude,
of spoil that they didn't, that the CRM wasn't taken down basically. So
right, but then again, see, that's the problem. It's I think I told you this before, but I don't know, maybe I didn't. The Dead City being in the future is one of the dumbest things AMC has ever done. Why have a show set in the future? Because now we can't know what happens to Rick, we can't know what happens to Judith, we can never see Maggie or Negan or Herschel again in the ones who live timeline, like anything like that. We can never see them again in this timeline because they're in that show. You know what I'm saying? Like, why did they do that? It's so stupid.
yeah, I mean, they can't really show any characters, I guess, since I mean, Gimple said right he wants to set up all spin-offs coming together. So I
There's no way.
guess they
Yeah,
just didn't want to show any other character who was still alive.
yeah, but there's no way he can do that. I mean, in a way, I mean, I would like to see that, but there's no way for him to connect the Daryl show, Dead City, and the ones who live, right? Because one, this is the last of Rick and Michonne we're ever going to get in this show. Maggie and Negan are stuck in the future, and Daryl is at the same timeline. Daryl's show and this show take place at the same time, I think. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's just like you would have to have Rick and Michonne leave the CRM and then do a massive time skip where 5-6 years later or whatever, the CRM, even though they know Rick is at the Alexandra, he's at the Commonwealth or whatever, they still just don't attack. They still just don't do anything all those years. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's just no way that Gimple can connect Dead City and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know how Gimble's gonna do it, honestly.
I don't either, man. I don't either. There's just no
I
concrete way.
I definitely agree. Setting Dead City in the future is dumb.
Right, because now we have a timeline issue. Like Fear, this show, and
Yeah.
Daryl's show, they all took place at the same time. Like, it's like, yes, finally the timelines match in the Walking Dead universe shows. But then it's just like, oh no, Dead City's in the future. Like, thanks a lot, Dead City. Thanks a lot, Maggie and Negan. You had to go into the future and ruin the franchise.
You, you know, Dead City, I will say it did ruin though the series finale of Walking Dead. Not all of it, but parts of Maggie and Negan in the series finale, because didn't they have peace or something like that? And then now it's just back to hating them all over again.
Yeah, my goodness, dude. Maggie, I'm sorry, she needs to get a life. Like, either you like make up your mind, Maggie. Either you love, or either you're obsessed with Negan, or you want to kill him. Like, you gotta pick a lane. Like, figure out how you feel about Negan once and for all, because Maggie is so flip floppy.
And yeah, Hilltop is not even the OG Hilltop anymore. They had to move it, and that kind of
Right.
ruined it because the series finale showed that they built it again.
Right, with the
And
Commonwealth's help. But then Maggie. Oh, I saw this quote from from Dead City. Maggie tells Negan that all the people live here because you burned down their home. And I'm like, Maggie, shut up! You abandoned them when their home was burned down by the Whisperers. And two, hello, Hilltop was rebuilt. And three, Negan literally saved you guys multiple times. Did you forget that? Like, I'm just like, Maggie, you have some nerve. Like, you have done just as bad as Negan has. Like, you have done just as horrible stuff.
yeah, I mean, her saying that was just to get in his head, but I mean, what really destroyed, I believe, was Leah and Lance. Didn't they blow up the house or whatever, the mansion?
Right, but see, that was Maggie. Maggie did that. Like, also, I don't even know where the
Oh
heck she
shit.
got those explosives. But yeah, here's the thing. Yes, Maggie blew up the mansion, but it still was standing. Like, and also in the comics they rebuilt the mansion, and they didn't even have the Commonwealth's help. In the show, I think they could have done it too. Like, you know what I mean, with the Commonwealth's help. Um, I don't know. Uh, okay, yeah. So moving on. Here we have Michonne. I think she's in the ferry or whatever, the cruise ship, because she's in some kind of building, right? You see her clothes. She's wearing this kind of sweater thing. She's in some kind of building, and look, you can see her eyes. It looks like she's kind of crying. It looks like she's kind of like shocked or something. So I don't know if she's seeing Rick right here, or CRM, or maybe her people got killed. I don't know, but Michonne looks kind of emotional in this scene. So
He, I think at that scene she's probably getting closer to getting to him. That's probably why.
yeah. Oh, by the way, quick question. How come now maybe they could still do this, but how come for connecting Michonne to the CRM, why don't they use the World Beyond characters? Like
Oh, I don't know why. Honestly, I mean, maybe because I guess how people felt about World Beyond, maybe they just didn't want to bring them here and something like that. I think that's my guess.
second season was still like it ended pretty good. Like I seriously don't get the hate. I really enjoyed World Beyond season 2, minus a few episodes in season 2. Like yeah, season 1 was rough. I did like the series premiere, but season 1 was rough. Season 2 premiere stanked, and then the rest of season 2 was like mostly good. And then towards the end of season 2, I'm like, oh yeah, I love these episodes. They're great. So I'm like, I really don't understand the hate. Um,
Yeah, I mean, I hated season one. I only like probably the first couple episodes of the first season, but I just thought it was bad in season one. Season two was better, I will say.
yeah.
Um,
Oh, hey Josh. Sorry, let me just read the chat real quick. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing right now? Good, man. How would you rate this sneak peek out of 10? Kind of wish it was longer, but honestly, man, I give it a 9 out of 10. This was a great teaser for the ones who live. I really enjoyed this. I mean, to be fair, I remember some people saying that, oh, when we get the trailer, they're not going to show us Beale. And I'm just like, dude, I was like, you guys are crazy, okay? In a trailer, you have to show the villain of the season. You just have to. And the fact that we got him in the teaser, I'm like, okay, I'm blown away. Yeah, we'll get to Beale, but yeah, I just cannot wait. So, yeah, Michelle.
Hey, Brian.
Okay, yeah, go ahead, Epic.
So I I just wanted to say, like, did you see my question in the chat about how you think the show will conclude?
Yes. Yes, I think that Rick is going to reunite with Judith or something, and then I think that's how it's going to go.
Mm.
Yeah, I think Michonne's going to die, Rick's going to escape CRM, and then that happens. I don't know. Do you guys think that's do you guys think that Rick and Michonne might kill Jadis and Beale and then just like leave the CRM? Like, you know what I mean?
Hopefully.
I don't know, but then again, it's like, okay, how do they just leave the CRM? You literally kill the leader, and then you run back to your home. Like, is the CRM going to come after them?
they will. They're gonna come after them. I mean, I think the only way for Rick to get out is if he just needs help because he's been alone that whole time. Jadis is not helping him, obviously. So,
Right,
I
but
mean,
the
I
thing
think
is,
with
like,
Sean,
sorry, man. Go ahead, finish what you're saying.
oh, no, I was just gonna say that Michonne being there, possibly Morgan too, since they've teased him looking for Rick. So I mean, if he just gets help from his friends, I think it makes it more easier for him to get out.
I a little easier, but it's not enough, man. This is the CRM we're talking about. The thing about Morgan is I don't see him come. I don't see him returning in this show, especially with his cringe daughter.
Mo.
Yeah, I don't know how she's giving all of these adult speeches. That's what made me hate season 8.
This is how, Rick. Because Ian and Andy, they don't know how to write child characters. They think children are supposed to be robots when they're born in zombie apocalypse, instead of kids like Ellie or Clementine or AJ, where they ask about how the world was like before, or they say things like, "Hey, will the walkers ever go away?" And this and that, and like that is something, and showing signs of fear. Like this is something that actual kids in a zombie apocalypse would act like. But does Walking Dead do it? Pretty much never. Like I can't understand how. Like Clementine and AJ are two amazing kids from the games, and yet The Walking Dead can like barely have like even one kid that's even close to them.
Yeah, I mean, hell, even the books, the Clementine books kind of ruined that. I know we don't consider it canon, but still, I mean, they can't believe they messed that up.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. Okay, so moving
Like,
on.
like Brian, I'm sorry. It's just crazy how much bad we do. It's crazy how much bad we've been getting in this franchise.
Right, we've had Fear be bad. We had the Walking Dead Destinies, but Fear ended with Alicia's return and the school teaser. So I guess this is kind of, it feels like damage repair, and I'm kind of happy that happened. You know what I'm saying? Like it actually seems like, hey, the people in charge of the franchise were like, guys, we know Fear was awful, and so was the Destinies, but here's two things that you'll like: Alicia and the ones who live teaser. And it's like, okay, I guess they're not 100%. I didn't forgive them, but I'm like, okay, you guys have made me happier now. Like, yeah.
I know we bash Ian and Andy a lot, but I will give them props. At least they brought Alicia back and they didn't kill her.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so the next shot in the teaser, we have Michonne coming across this. Man, it's like, I don't know, what is it, guys? Is it like a ferry or is it a cruise ship? Because I think it's like a cruise ship, honestly, because like it's big.
That reminded me a lot of Lily's in the Telltale game, her boat. I know they're not in the same universe, but I don't know, that just reminded me of it when it was destroyed.
Oh, you know what this reminds me of? The Michonne game. Have you played it?
Yeah, I played it.
Right. Remember when Pete and Michonne come across a crashed ferry that used to have people living in it? This is way bigger, obviously, but I'm like, oh wow, it's very similar.
And that game also wasn't good.
True, but it was better than Destiny's. It was better than Destiny's.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I find it interesting that, well, obviously it says Safe Harbor too and stuff, so, but I find it interesting that in the Walking Dead comic universe, Michonne is trying to leave Rick and them. Like she's trying to do something else, find herself, and she comes across this abandoned boats, giant boats that people used to live in. And now Michonne is trying to find Rick in the TV universe, and she comes across this boat that people lived in after the apocalypse. I'm like, oh wow, that's actually kind of interesting. I mean, even though I can't stand the Michonne game, I think it's kind of cool that they're like, hey, in this universe too, Michonne comes across an abandoned boat people used to live in. Like, you know what I mean? I think that's kind of cool.
And it's kind of fun. It's kind of funny. Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say it's kind of funny how you brought that up because they kind of remixed that in the show in season 10. Like they kind of did that with Carol. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah. So moving on, guys, we get man, this stupid buffering.
Oh, yeah.
Seriously, it's almost 2024 and we still have buffering technology. Yeah. So here we have. So yeah, I don't think this is a dream or something because people said, "Oh, what if this red fog is a dream or whatever?" No, guys, this is not a dream. Like, look at it. You have. I'm not sure which one is Rick, but you have a lot of consignees here, consignees or whatever. I seriously don't know why they call them that. Like, just call them worker bees or workers, whatever. Just call them something. Constantines is so weird. But yeah, you can see that they have the same jacket as Rick. So it's pretty clear to me that for some reason the CRM at nighttime in the fog decides to, hey, let's turn on some lights, red lights, and have these workers kill some zombies. I don't know why. Maybe it's punishment or maybe it's a test. I don't know. But something is happening here.
I mean, I no, I think that, in my opinion, that's to make them become a soldier, just to test how strong
I mean,
they are. I
maybe.
mean, because I remember in World Beyond, Silas, one of the kids with him, was getting promoted to start as a soldier, and the helicopter was picking him up. So
Right,
I
right.
think this is for that.
But here's the thing, though. That kid, I don't think he ever had to do this. Um, you know what I'm saying? Darn, I forgot his name. I know they said his name in the
I,
show.
I thought about this before, and I think with kids it's different. They probably get something different, and adults they get this probably.
How much you want to
That's
bet
why
that?
I don't.
Yeah, uh, yeah, yeah. That makes sense. How much do you want to bet everyone? Besides, how do you want to bet? Like, how much do you want to bet that everyone here besides Rick is going to get killed? Like, as far as like the workers, like pretty much, like it's going to
Yeah,
be like a slaughter.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Rick's gonna. I mean, Rick's a strong fighter, so I'm sure he's gonna fucking outlive all of them. Oh, sorry for cussing shit. I'm not sure if this is okay in the
Oh,
stream, but
oh yeah.
yeah,
Well, I am streaming, and yeah, there. I don't. I try not to allow cursing, but yeah, it's okay. Just one time. You know what I mean? Now you know, so it's good. Um, okay, so yeah, so moving on, we get that. Okay, so here we get. Oh my goodness, 1 second, guys. I hate how fast this thing goes. It's so stupid. Like, okay, so let me pause it back to this guy. Okay, so just give me a second because this thing is so frustrating. Oh my goodness, we have buffering. We have okay, yes. Don't change. Okay, so oh my goodness, this is one of the best shots from the trailer because I was blown away. Um, like look what this guy is wearing. Okay, first off, now obviously this is some kind of new character. This is a CRM soldier. First off, and some people might say, well, how do we know these are CRM soldiers? You can literally see that's probably Rick right there. You know what I mean? In this shot, you can literally see that's a constantine, a worker. So I'm not gonna say who, but there are some YouTubers that are like, maybe it's a new group, besides the CRM, and that they're against each other. And I'm like, oh my goodness, they're gonna feel pretty stupid. Like, come on, a new group has this kind of tech. Like, no, it's the CRM guys. Like, come on.
that is DRM. Yeah, the only thing is that some of the parts of their armor look a little different than when we see them.
Right, right. I think they're
But
upgrade. I think they upgraded, dude. Like,
that is the story.
yeah, not all of them, but I think they upgraded. Like in World Beyond, they had just like black vests and stuff. Like, like all that stuff. Like that was just for zombie bites. But look at this stuff, man. This stuff is sick. Like this guy. Look at this. Is this a camera he has on him? Like he's got this wire thing. Right? Normal CRM soldiers don't have that. Look at this. He's got 3 throwing knives right here. 3 throwing knives. He's got like red, like a red V or something going on in his armor. He's got this weird neck thing. Look at this. Dude, look at this guy's helmet, dude. It's sick. Okay? Like
Probably gonna get a lot more strong fighters. I mean,
oh yeah,
seeing
like
strong lieutenants, so
dude, like
yeah.
this looks amazing. Okay, also, I think I see blood on him or something like on that side of his head. So that's a bruise or something or blood. So I guess they're coming back from a mission, or I don't know, but that's something I noticed. But yeah, dude, these guys look sick. Seriously, I cannot believe the CRM have like super soldiers or like I mean not super soldiers obviously, but like a different branch that's like no, these guys are not incompetent morons like the ones we saw in World Beyond or the Commonwealth soldiers from the main show. No, these guys are legit, the real deal. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I am so excited. Because
So I'm guessing the CRM is supposed to be the most powerful like organization in the universe.
In the apocalypse, yes, they are supposed to be. But then some people say, what about the French group? You know that Daryl found. They have the entire country of France or whatever. Like, I don't know, man. I don't care about them right now. So yeah, that's kind of how it goes. But I feel like the CRM are the most powerful. Now, could they be taken down? Yes, but it's not going to be easy. Like, you need to get Commonwealth, Portland. You got to get like some people inside the CRM to help out too. Like seriously, taking down the CRM. See, this is why I don't see Rick and Michonne just killing Beal and Jadis, and that's it. CRM is done. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, look at these guys, man. Like, how is Rick and Michonne supposed to take down their leader and just like they escape? Like, how? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, where's the Commonwealth?
Unless,
Sorry, what?
no, go ahead. I'll let you finish.
I was just gonna say, man. Like, where is the Commonwealth and CRM war? Obviously, with Portland too. Like, I want to see this, man. That's what this show should have been. I'm sorry, but if I could rewrite this show, I would have Portland and Commonwealth join in the show. And we don't see many of the main characters, obviously, but like I would have Commonwealth and Portland versus CRM. Because I just, how are Rick and Michonne supposed to take them down? Like, seriously, these guys, I don't know how they're gonna take them down.
Was thinking probably that maybe they probably kill Beal and have Jada's take over. Like if they're
No,
setting up this whole
maybe.
spin-offs.
I hope not, man.
Yeah,
I don't want to see that, man. I don't want to see. Well, first off, I don't want to see another male leader gets killed and then a female, his second in command, replaces him. It's been done before. I'm sorry, it's been done before. You know, in The Walking
that's
Dead.
why. That's why I was thinking that that could happen again.
I would hate that. Also, Jadis is still just as evil as Beale, if you ask me. Like, she's around there. Maybe not as evil, but she's still pretty bad. Like, you know.
She,
Well,
yeah, I mean, got promoted by him. I remember in the end of World Beyond.
Right.
it's like I said earlier. I want to see her die.
Yeah, Jadis has to die. There's just no redeeming her, in my opinion. And yeah, I don't know. Do you guys think this is going to be an antagonist, or do you guys think this is going to be an ally with Rick? Because we still have to see Silas. I was really hoping that I'm really hoping Silas would be in the show, and they're just keeping it hidden. I really hope that's the case.
Well, I
Probably. I
mean,
mean,
Alicia turning in fear was kind of surprising.
Right. What do you think, Rick? Do you think Silas should be in this? I
Mm.
mean, he said he was going to look for the right people and take down the CRM. If Rick and Michonne take down the CRM, then it's like, then why did they set up that arc with Silas at the end of season 2? Like,
I haven't rewatched that series in a long time, but if I remember, wasn't Silas joined the CRM, but wasn't it for one of the guys named Dennis? He's just playing along with the CRM.
right, with Dennis. But here's the thing, though. Silas is being watched by Jadis. You know what I mean? So if we see
Yeah.
Jadis in this, we have to see Silas, too. And we know we're seeing Jadis. Like, you know, so it's just like... also, one thing I want to point out is we don't see Jadis at all in this trailer. So, yeah, just something to point out.
But I was gonna say though, one character who I was wondering who, well, if he's gonna come out is Beale's kid, Mason.
Yes, Mason. Yes, Mason. Fun fact, he was like 17 or 18 in World Beyond, so he should be about 19 or 20 in this. You know what I mean? Like he should be a little older. Like just a fun fact. But yeah, I wonder if we are gonna see Mason because, dude, like, I mean, literally, this was even in World Beyond, dude. Like they literally took the leader's son. Like they had so much leverage over the CRM. Like they could have won the war, but unfortunately they lost Mason. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why the CRM didn't like try to wipe them out because they had his kid. So
Right. Like seriously, this has to be a thing in the show. Imagine if Rick and Michonne, like Rick knows that Beale has a son or something like that, and Rick is just like, okay, we get that kid, we get leverage. You're like, you know what I mean? I wonder if they're gonna do something like that again. But maybe what if this time it goes wrong and Mason is killed? Like that would be insane.
I agree. I mean, I'm just wondering if he's gonna be in it because to me it doesn't look like it, but hopefully I'm wrong.
Same man. He better be in a way. Like I'm still gonna be happy with what we get, but I feel like it's gonna be a plot hole somewhat because like this is the Beale's son. Like he's got to be in this somewhat. Like even if he doesn't have to be a big character, but like just he's got to have at least one scene.
Yeah, and I hope they don't make him the new Sebastian.
Yeah.
Since
Um.
yeah,
Oh, by the way, how do you like the red with the CRM? Like these new upgraded CRM soldiers, like a different branch. Like, what do you think of the red and like the different armor? Like, because like
there's
honestly,
red
like
on him.
yeah, you don't see it. There's red. There's red
Let
on
me
this
see.
guy's helmet. There's red here, and red here. In fact,
Oh yeah, I know. I saw
right?
it.
It's cool.
I
It's
love it.
cool.
I love it, dude. I
It
love the
probably
red.
it probably means something. This guy's probably high rank up there, so that's why he has that.
Possibly. Well, we know these are upgraded CRM soldiers. Like we know most of the CRM soldiers are not like this. They don't look like this. We've seen it before. We saw it in Fear. We saw it in World Beyond. CRM soldiers do not look like this, like at all.
Yeah.
So, sheesh, man. This is gonna be crazy. All right, so let's move on a little bit. Um, yeah. So CRM, not sure what they're doing. Either coming back from a mission, leaving a mission. Um, Andrew Lincoln was something like, I think he said something like, the fans want answers or something like that. We're going to give them answers. I'm like, oh, yes, absolutely. I cannot wait. Um, Stupid buffering. Okay, yeah. So some people, right here, they say that Rick lost his hand because, look, you can see that he's not using his hand. He's not grabbing the pole with his arm. That They know we analyze these trailers. They know, AMC knows we analyze these trailers. Like, they would not spoil or hint at Rick losing his hand in the trailer. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Me personally, I don't believe Rick lost his hand.
In like it's entirely possible his hand is probably covered up by his like jacket sleeve or something.
What do you think, Rick? Do you think Rick loses his hand? That's a funny question. But yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, I know. Um, you know, I was gonna say if you look at this whole teaser and when they show Rick every time, it's only showing his right hand. So maybe he doesn't, maybe they're just teasing you about it.
Right.
But it's because there was also leaks saying, oh, he's gonna have a prosthetic, left on his left hand. So I hope he does. I never wanted Rick to lose a hand, and I was happy about that in the TV universe. And didn't Kurtman say he regretted doing that?
I think
Or
Kerman
at least
Yeah.
too early?
yeah, too early. He said too early because like it was literally in the first dozen issues. So he's like, yeah, I did it too early.
Well, because he also said too that every time when he's written Rick, he made him do something that was impossible with one hand that he had to rewrite it. So that's
Yeah,
why it was a hassle for him.
yeah, exactly. Um, Yeah, so I don't think Rick lost his hand. I think it's possible. I would say 40% chance Rick lost his hand. I'm giving it a 40%. 60%, I'm saying nah. They know we analyze these trailers. They know it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I mean, I hope he doesn't. I really hope he doesn't.
well, it doesn't make sense also if Rick just lost his hand and then he's out here. Like it just doesn't really make sense in that way. Too. Like I don't know. Like maybe I'm wrong, but I just don't think
Let-
Rick
let-
lost his hand.
Sorry.
It's okay. What do you want to say?
No, I was just gonna say, like, if you think about it, like think back to the main show, how many times that they like messed with Rick's hand or had to get injured or cut. How many times have they done that in the main show?
Right. Oh, you know what? Exactly. Epic has a point. Rick, Rick's hand might just be injured like for the billionth time, and he's just doing that. It could be as simple as that. Rick's hand gets injured for the billionth time, and he can't use it with the pole. You know, like
I just
imagine.
think they do that in the main show to people who read the comics, just to do
Right.
a reference right there.
More like tease us. But yeah, I
Yeah,
agree. there's teasing, and then there's just being ridiculous. Like seriously, Rick injures his hand fighting Tyrese. He injures his hand fighting the governor. He injures his hand killing a zombie and gets walker blood in his hand, which should kill him, but it doesn't kill him. Like he gets his hand injured fighting. It's like, come on, make up your mind. Like, I don't know. It's just a little bit ridiculous. I feel like fans look into these teasers and trailers, and first off, let's remember this is just a teaser, guys. This is not the trailer. I really don't think they would tease Rick losing his hand in a teaser. Like that's no.
Yeah, especially because episode 1 is coming out in February.
Yeah, end of February, which should be cool. Okay, so here is okay, yeah, so Denai Guerrero is talking. So here we have Michonne in very clean clothing, and it's so weird. She has this kitchen butcher knife, like with a harness. So it's like, okay, so, but here's the thing though, she's not with her group. She's not in a post-apocalyptic building. You look at the building around her, in the hallway. It's clean. This is the CR. I think she's in the CR. Look at Michonne. She's clean too. She is.
Yeah, I was gonna say that she's there already on that clip.
But then why does she have the knife visible like that? Shouldn't she be concealing it? It's so weird.
I will say my theory. Once we get to the other clips, because I saw something of her sword. I'll just wait till we get to one of those clips. I'll mention it.
Yeah, it's not her sword, but yeah, we'll get to it. Okay, yeah. So moving on. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let me move a little bit more. Just give me a second, guys. This thing takes forever. Also, yeah, we'll get to him soon. Yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, just to let you know, I'm not going to be streaming again for a while. I would say several weeks, maybe close to a month, is till my next stream. Like when we get the Ones Who Live trailer or something like that. Like that's when I'll like wait for it, I think. Okay, yeah, so so here we are. Dude, is it just me or has Rick de-aged? Like when has his, I guess nighttime, but when has his hair ever looked this black, this brown? Like, has Rick de-aged? Like,
I saw a tweet. Somebody saying that it's weird how Rick's beard is gray now because it was all white in season 9.
yeah,
And right
I
here,
love that
it
the
just
yeah. Sorry. I said this before, and I said it. I'll say it again. I love how they de-age all the Walking Dead actors because they realize in the later seasons, like season 9, 10, 11, they're like, crap, guys, we made the characters too old. Like, in the last seasons of the main show, they're like, we made the characters too old.
Hey, Brian.
Yeah.
Like I will admit, Rick here, he does look a lot different than he did in his final episode, season 9, episode 5. He looks different.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, by the way, speaking of seeing Rick again, I hope when Rick wakes up, we get a callback to Days Gone By, where Rick is in the hospital, there's fresh flowers, a doctor actually shows up, the clock works, like, there's actually a city out there, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I hope we get that scene in the show.
It's gonna be crazy if he thinks that it was a dream the whole time, the apocalypse, for a second.
Yeah, it would.
That's gonna stop him.
Yeah, like just at least 5 seconds or something. He's just thinking that, like, what the heck, like, So here we have a CRM soldier behind him too. Kind of a weird helmet. I don't know. The helmet looks kind of different than the ones we've seen before, but
Probably because it's all blurry in the background.
yeah, true. But the helmet still looks kind of different. So yeah, we have.
Whose car is that Michonne getting out of?
I think that's Here's the crazy thing. We'll get to it in a minute, guys. Okay, so look, zombie is. Okay, first off, this zombie looks gnarly. What happened to its face? Did he kiss a cheese grater or something? Like, what happened to its face? Like, oh man, gross. But here's the funny thing, guys. Look, you can see some blood there. But look at this car. Look at Michonne's what she's wearing. It's so clean. Look how clean this car is. right?
Yeah. I mean,
And
I think some clean things of hers could be from that group she. Oh, I just saw them right now. Those two people she got in her last episode from their group. That's
I,
probably why.
I don't know, man. Here's the thing. I don't think she got it from them because the clothing she's wearing, it doesn't look like it's. Well, actually, maybe it's their type, but the car, I don't think so, man. I don't think the car is from them. I mean, it could be, but like this car is clean, man. So yeah, she kicks
And
Bill.
I have no idea who those two people were we just saw.
Yeah, so she kicked the zombie and all that. I think it's like King Back or King Botch or something. And then this is the woman. These are the two people Michonne met on the road in her last episode. They
Right.
kind of
Yeah.
yeah. So I think Michonne is at a campfire and she's talking to them, kind of thing. Probably. By the way, guys, what do you think is going to happen to Michonne's cowboy friends? Do you think they're dying? Like, I feel like they might die because they're a big group, and I don't see them taking down the CRM. Like, what about you? Like,
I, I could definitely see them die because I mean this show loves killing off red shirts like that, or
yeah,
this universe.
yeah. What do you think, Rick? Do you think they might make it, or do you think they're goners?
I haven't really thought about that. I mean, these two. I mean, I gotta give props up to AMC for bringing those two back. I didn't think they would, but
Yeah, but I give them more props if they brought the World Beyond characters in. So
well, it's
They do
because
look.
our questions would
They
be
do.
what happened to that group Michonne was with. You know, if they just do a skip to wherever she is now. But I don't know if these two will die. I just know that this could be her lead to Rick since when she saved Andrea, it led her meeting Rick, and then here she saved them. It could lead her to finding Rick.
yeah. Um,
Hey Brian. Hey Brian.
Yeah, go ahead, Epic. Guys, another 10 more minutes and then I'm ending the stream. We have been apparently going for almost an hour now. Yikes. Wait, have we? Let me check something. Yeah, go ahead with your question.
No, I was just gonna say like, who's this?
This is Pearl Thorne. Do you remember the previous teaser? She was wearing a consignee outfit and she was drinking whiskey. Now she's a soldier. This adds more confirmation that Rick's gonna become a soldier. I hate how some people say Rick is secure. Rick has been killing zombies for 10 whole years or whatever, with the CRM. No, Jadis said in World Beyond he's valuable. Look at this. This woman was a consignee. Now she's a soldier. Okay? And besides, guys, think of how awesome Rick would look in CRM armor on. I mean, come on. Like, we're getting it.
He will be. I know he was a soldier at one time, but I think why he's mostly a consignee is because he keeps trying to leave, and those theories about him losing his hand, probably because that was a punishment for trying to leave, or
So
he.
so so I'm guessing this is Beale.
Yeah. And what do you think, guys? Is this guy way too old to be? Is this guy way too old to have a teenage son? Because don't get me wrong, I think Terry O'Quinn's gonna do a good job, but oh my goodness, like I'm like, man, he's old.
Oh wait, this is what I wanted to talk about, Miss Michonne's sword. I think that might be her sword. I'm not sure, but that's probably why she had that
I
other weapon with her.
I,
So,
I, I don't think. Here's the thing. That's an interesting theory, but I don't think so. Here's why: because I don't see Beale just taking Michonne's sword when it's like not really necessary. I think he would have his own. Also, look at this. You have a flag here. You have a soldier here. He's in some kind of warehouse, and look at that behind him. That looks like a coffin. You know what I mean? A coffin with a tarp over it. You know how when soldiers die in America, they have the American flag over their coffin? What do you think?
yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think this is Michonne's sword and he's gonna chop off Rick's hand here. I know people are saying that, but I mean just look at that. You got a flag, a coffin, they're in some kind of warehouse. Like I just don't think that's what's happening. Yeah, I mean also come
So
on. Oh wait, really quick, Epic. Also, this is not the Saviors, okay? The General Beale does not need to steal something from our group the way Dwight did, with Daryl's crossbow. I believe that General Beale has his own sword. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they have their own stuff. They don't need to steal from Rick's group.
Well, he's probably curious about Rick and Michonne. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
he's not gonna like that if someone came looking for Rick. So, and the CRM are always so secretive. So,
But I still
So you're telling me that guy is supposed to be like very evil and very just heartless and evil? You're
yeah,
telling me that?
yeah, pretty much. Um,
I'm
because
okay with the casting. I was okay with it.
yeah, I'm okay with
Yeah.
it, but man, I would have loved Dominic Purcell as General Beale. I feel like he would have been perfect.
Yeah, I mean, I just thought right here he looks like the character that has been talked about. I can't wait to
Like
see what.
the reason I said that is because I don't know, something about this guy. He doesn't look evil to me.
I think it's because we're still thinking about Pope. We're like, oh no, another guy in black with a hat on, and he's a leader, of a dangerous group. Like we've done this before. Like I think we're just
Oh
traumatized by
man,
Pope.
dude. Pope sucked. Like they made it seem like he was this big guy and that don't make him angry, and he didn't do anything at all.
Yeah, he was just a short little man.
Yeah, they didn't do anything with him. Literally, Leah and that guy Carver had done more than him, and they weren't said to be the big people there. So I mean, yeah.
Um, okay, yeah. So moving on, guys. Like I said, 5 more minutes, and I'm ending the stream. Okay, so here we have. Look at this. We have the helicopter crashed, right? And man, not again. Why does this stupid thing? Man, I cannot stand my computer. So we have the helicopter crash. Look at this. You have a CRM soldier that's just like, blah, like gets tossed around. I guess the explosion. But here's the thing: these are not normal CRM soldiers. These are upgraded ones. Like, you know what I mean? These are like super CRM soldiers. So either they were in the helicopter, or or I don't know, or they're trying to find whoever's still alive in it. But I don't know. Why do you guys think the helicopter crashed? Like, how did it crash? Like, what do you guys think?
I mean, my theory there is probably it has something to do with Rick or Michonne there. I mean, that's all I could think of. I can't just see them randomly crashing unless someone just did something to the helicopter.
Yeah, yeah. This isn't
Got
fair.
shot down, maybe.
What?
Got shot down, maybe. I don't know.
You need a rocket launcher to shoot them down. I don't think anyone
Really? I
has.
Yeah.
mean, because these guys. Oh no, I don't think these two were in the helicopter then.
Maybe they. Well, there's a guy here, so I don't know. I don't know, man. It's tough to say. Um, yeah, so yeah, they look back and that guy gets blown up or whatever, so that happens. Like, I don't know what's happening here. Okay, so
I mean,
here we have this guy with a lighter. He's part of Michonne's group. Some people think he's CRM. No, I think he's with Michonne and them. I'm pretty sure. Not really
I
good.
can't say much about this guy's character because I don't know much about that.
Well, there was a picture released by AMC that showed him wearing cowboy clothes. So
Yeah, I know. I saw his picture, but I just don't. They haven't said what type of character he is. It's just that they just showed sneak peeks of it.
yeah. Um. Oh wait, so Rick is screaming. Okay, so where's that shot of Michonne in the car? Like we're getting out. Like, come on, just one
Didn't
second.
we go through that already?
No, there's another shot. Okay, Rick screaming. Okay,
Oh, that one.
darn it, man.
Hey, Brian.
Yeah,
Like, speaking of that one shot of Rick screaming, like, I find it cool how you have the same jacket now.
That's
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
cool.
We
Cool
do.
jacket.
It is. It is a cool jacket. Okay, hold on. So let me find that stupid shot of Michonne exiting the car. It's just the last shot. If I could just find it. So dumb. Gosh, man, technology. It's the worst thing ever. Okay.
And speaking of that shot, Michonne looked pretty mad in that shot. Not gonna lie.
Wait, it's right here? Okay, yes, finally.
I
Okay,
mean,
yeah.
nobody looks happy killing walkers, so
Yeah,
except if you're Negan.
I mean, yeah. Well, here's the thing, too. Look at this. Look how clean this car is. Like, what do you guys think? It looks very clean. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I mean,
that's something I point out. Like, yeah. It looks very clean. Yeah, so she killed
Mm-hmm.
the zombie. Um, I don't know. So she's in a car to escape the dead, but there was just one zombie. So were they driving that car? Like, I don't know. Okay,
it
yeah, I'm
looked
back.
like I think Rick might be with her right there. I don't know.
Yeah, he's probably
I
in the
think
other
it's
scene.
possible.
Yeah, I think so
Yeah, they're
too.
just hiding him right there, but I think he's right there in that scene with her.
Yeah,
And hey, Brian.
yeah.
So so, so 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 I wanted to hear your thoughts on this.
Okay, yeah. Really quick, and then I'm ending the stream. So go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to hear your thoughts on this. So yes, in the series finale, Alicia reunites with Madison, but then Madison says that she wants to go back to LA, and that's how Fear ends. It ends with Madison, Alicia, and Tracy going back to Los Angeles.
Yeah, I know. Madison's an idiot. She never has made a right decision in the apocalypse, and she is once again making another horrible decision. Instead of going somewhere where they know is safe, like Alexandria or whatever, the place that Alicia knows that Morgan is from, like, no, just let's let's just go back to LA and rebuild. And no way they have enough gas to make it to LA from Virginia. Like, come on.
Well, apparently, if you look at one of the signs there, it did point out Los Angeles. So
Oh, what? I thought they were in
yeah,
Virginia. How the heck did they?
no,
How?
they were in Georgia. Apparently in season 8.
Right, right. It's so confusing. Like, how did they? That is not
I don't know.
connected.
I literally saw that it said on the sign Los Angeles, I believe. So
That's dumb. That makes no sense. Yeah,
well, I think what's even more dumb though is having Troy's daughter go with them. I mean, Madison killed her dad right in front of her.
that's okay. Like, in the Walking Dead world, the kids don't act consistent. They don't act like real characters, unless you're maybe Herschel sometimes, where it's like. So it's funny. It's like Herschel is this kid that's like, yeah, you kill my dad. Maggie's like, yeah, you kill my husband. Meanwhile, other characters are like, huh, you kill my kid or my husband or my wife. Hey, let's be friends. It's like I don't understand how this universe works sometimes. You know.
Yeah.
Disha, I wanted to hear your thoughts on how you felt about those two going back to Los Angeles.
It's
Yeah.
stupid. I think it's stupid, but hey, Alicia's live. I'll take it. You know.
Mm.
Um.
And another thing about the Walking Dead Destinies, apparently, if you freaking handcuff T Dog in that game, he'll become the governor's right hand man in that game, and there's a choice between sparing the governor's daughter, and if you do that, T Dog is on the tank, and T Dog attacks the prison, and T Dog fucking kills either Glenn or Michonne.
Yeah, that's stupid. Like, I get him becoming the governor's right hand man to replace Merle in that story, but becoming the next governor, like, that's too much.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Last minute questions. Rick, do you have any last minute questions or anything you want to say before I end the stream? By the way, thanks for coming, man. Really appreciate it.
Brian, one more, another thing about fear, another thing that was, another thing that was done to, another thing that made no sense was after Alicia and Madison reunite, they go to a bridge, and literally, like they freaking scratch off the P for Padre and they call it Madre.
Yeah, that's stupid. I that's totally stupid. It's like, yeah, it's dumb. Um, all right, Rick.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Epic. Thanks for
Yeah,
talking. Anything
I was
else
just
you
gonna
want to say,
say,
bro?
thank you for letting me in the stream. That was all I was gonna say.
Well, thank you for coming, man. I really appreciate it. You did a great job. Hopefully, we can do this again sometime. I mean, obviously not for a while, uh, but like, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, cause I'm not, cause I like, I need more Walkie Dead content to break down. So I might just do it for the Ones Who Live trailer whenever it comes out. Uh, but yeah, man, I will be here waiting. I'll still keep doing videos and stuff. So yeah, man, I cannot wait for this, man. I cannot wait for this show. It's gonna be amazing. Yeah, man.
Same. It's almost
Yeah.
almost every day. Almost.
All right, man. Well, enjoy the rest of your night, man. I'll see you
All right.
next.
Thank
I'll
you.
see you another time.
All right. Later, guys.
Yeah.
All right.
See you later, Brian.
All right. See you later, Epic. Take care, guys. Have a good night. Bye. Now I'm gonna end the stream.